I've got a script here, and it's about climate change. So it's not an advert. We're not selling anything. I thought it might be interesting to give it a read and then to discuss how we go about getting the right tone and the style for this piece. So I'll read a paragraph of it for you first. Climate change is the defining issue of our time, and we are at a defining moment. From shifting weather patterns that threaten food production to rising sea levels that increase the risk of catastrophic flooding, the impacts of climate change are global in scope and unprecedented in scale. Okay, so as I said, it's an informative piece. It doesn't need to be too friendly and upbeat. If we were to make it friendly and a bit buoyant, it would just sound wrong. Climate change is the defining issue of our time, and we are at a defining moment. From shifting weather patterns that threaten food production. You see, we're talking about threatening food production and shifting weather patterns, so we don't want to sound too upbeat. It just sounds a bit odd. What I do straight away is drop the volume and make it sound more intimate. As soon as I drop the volume, we sort of nestle in. It just sounds a bit more intimate. Although it's a serious piece, it's not a news piece that you may hear on the BBC. So it doesn't want to sound too somber, too dark. It's still got to have a bit of life to it. We could go the other way and it would sound like this. Climate change is the defining issue of our time, and we are at an unprecedented moment. From shifting weather patterns that threaten food production to rising sea levels that increase the risk of catastrophic flooding, the impacts on climate change are global in scope and unprecedented in scale. That could be a direction, but it's a completely different tone, isn't it? It's very dark and very somber. So it's just trying to get the balance between imparting important piece of information without being too flat and boring. Whether you're a voiceover or someone in production, I hope that's of use and of interest, and we'll see you soon.